Greeting, parents. This is Roger Winter. I am your child's teacher in dual credit pre-calculus. And should you need to contact me, my email address down here is rawinter@episd.org. I also do have a web page. It's rawinter.weebly.com. Um, that's more right now what I'm using it for is just kind of a backup in case Schoology crashes. Pretty much everything we're doing right now, all of the notes and whatever, all the course information is in Schoology. But in the event of a crash, then I do have the web page as a backup. So talk to you a little bit about the course. Number one, it is dual credit, meaning your children get both or have the opportunity to earn both high school and college credit. Um, and we're going to talk a lot more about that as we go through, but let's continue. So, the EPCC grading. I know you guys are used to what the high school grading thing system is. You know, you have your content engagement, that's 20%. That's like your homeworks and stuff like that. Your content understanding, that's your quizzes, whatever your uh, summative or your formative assessments, that's like 40%. And then your summative assessments, or I think in the grade book it calls it content mastery, is 40%, which is like your tests, your quizzes, and things of that nature. That's the high school grading. And let me kind of explain to you kind of what's going on with that as I explain to you the college grading. Um, in the past, the EPCC grading was and still is, it's every 9 weeks, they're given 3 exams, a bunch of what are called lab assignments because the lab does count as like an additional college credit hour. And then like your class, your homework assignments, and these are your percentage. 72% on the exams, labs are 14%, the class homeworks is 14%. And hopefully I've done my math well enough to where that adds up to 100. If not, I'm sure you let me hear about it. The exams, typically I give 3 per each 9 weeks. So each one's about 24%. Um, the we've just we're in the process of taking our first exam over the function unit on Monday and on Tuesday here of this week, and I also and then we'll have also a 9 weeks exam. Now is where the third exam comes from. Again, I don't want to just sit here and be giving these major exams to kids every day and to where they can't be learning that it's all about testing. So what I do is give 3 mini quizzes throughout the course of the 9 weeks, and the 3 quizzes average out. I make those average to be 24% or that third exam. So unit exam, 9 weeks exam, and then the average of the quizzes makes up exam 3. That's for the college grading. Now, in the past, the high school grading was the same. If you got a B in the high school, you got a B in the college. And, you know, if you got an A in the college, you got an A in the high school as well. And the grading was pretty much in unison. I recently received an email from central office. They have somehow, some way worked out some of sort of an arrangement with the college to where I will be keeping 2 different distinct grade books, to where your child may have like an A in one and like a C in the other and such like that. And let's talk a little bit more about that. So um, you will have access to the parent portal. That's the high school grade book in Teams. And I will be using the 40%, 40%, 20% that the district recommends for that. You may see the grades on there on your parent portal. You may feel free to ask me any questions you wish, you know, via email or if you contact me about the high school grade. The college grade will be kept in a separate grade book. You will not have access to that. Your child does or will. It is in a program called Blackboard that's run through the college, and it will be using this grading system. And for lack of a better way to say it is, your kid could have like a B in the high school part where, you know, the percentages are different, you know, the exams aren't weighted quite so much, and it may work out to where they don't have that grade here. So the 2 grades may be different. Again, based on FERPA privacy laws, I am not allowed to tell you anything about your child's college grade. I can talk anything about their high school grade. You can look at that on the parent portal. I cannot give you access to their Blackboard. Your child will have access to it, and they are free to tell you anything they wish about it and show it. So if there are any retakes or whatever like that on the high school side, there are no retakes on the college side. So that is going to be a definite difference. So if that is something you're concerned with, you're definitely going to want to touch base with your son or your daughter about, how are you doing on your Blackboard? How are you doing on your college side? So that is a difference that needs to be addressed. So since I've recently received that difference, I will be updating and changing the categories on the high school grade book, but that's something that'll take place during the course of this week. Definitely before the 6 weeks progress report comes out. Most of the course information you need, including the course syllabus, which I'm going to show you, is in your child's Schoology folder. I will show you where that is, and let me go ahead and show you how it works. Before I do, I guess I should talk to you about tutoring. During normal circumstances, without pandemics, I am at school early before school. I'm there after school. I even stay at lunch there, and kids will eat their lunch, tutor, study, whatever, hang out, whatever it is they wish. Those options are probably not going to be on the table so much now with the virtual learning, the pandemic, and the and things of that nature. So typically what I like to do is to, go over what we need to go over in class. I do not want the kids online with me for that full hour and a half. That's just going to burn the kids out. So what I usually do is make it to where we learn what we need to learn, and maybe like 45, 50 minutes. And then I will stay on after in case your son or daughter needs some tutoring or wants some help. Even last weekend, like I said, we have our first exam coming up on Monday, which is today, and then Tuesday, the 22nd. I did actually offer the students, if they wanted some extra tutoring, to join a Zoom meeting with me on Saturday. And we got a lot of things done then. So that's kind of how I handle tutoring. If you go into your son or daughter's Schoology page, and they can help you get into here, what you're going to do is scroll down and you'll find their class. And again, they're going to have a lot of different classes. I'm just going to take you to the pre-calculus they'll have with me. This is pretty typical of my pre-cal classes folders. I do have all the work in there by week, and I also did put in, and again, it'll tell you what dates the are for that week to help kind of keep it organized. I did make a parent folder for you guys. I know you may not be sure how this parent-teacher conference thing virtually is going to work, so let me kind of walk you through that a little bit. So first thing I'm going to ask you to do is, if you wish to schedule a conference with me, click on this link where it says scheduling conference with Mr. Winter, and then it says Mr. Winter schedule for conferences. You click on that, and here's what you're going to see. I need you, if you want to have a conference with me, to do two things. Number one is you're going to want to go in, copy and paste that link, and then when it's time for your conference, you can copy that link and you can paste it up here in your web address up here, and it'll take you to like a Zoom meeting with me. Your students, your children are pretty well versed at how to do that. Now, to schedule a time, because I want to make sure it's on an individual basis so that we're talking only about your child's grade and no one else's. So privacy is very important to me with grades. So to select the date and time, you click on the 23rd. And I had time set up from 3 o'clock until 6. Apparently some of those selections have already been taken. So let's say, for instance, you want to meet with me at 3:30. So what you do is you click on the 23rd, go to 3:30, click on confirm. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to schedule a conference with myself, but it'll set you up to where that time is yours. It'll put you on my schedule so that when I'm in my Zoom meeting, this thing right here, it'll let me know, okay, it's 3:30, and I will let you in. Your son and daughter can talk to you about what's called the waiting room. Basically, you'll be put in a waiting room, and then when it's your time, I will let you in. So please don't go on there at 3 o'clock and wait for a half an hour. That's not what you want to do. So as it gets close to your time, please do that. It was recommended that we do a 10-minute conference, but that would only allow me to talk to about 15 parents, and I've got over 180 parents that probably want to speak with me. So I did cut it down. I think with the video about the course, that'll answer a lot of questions about the course so that we can just take care of specific business relating to your child in the little 5-minute time span. If that is not satisfactory and you want more than that, I suppose you could sign up for 2 times if you wanted, or just send me an email at the email address I gave you, rawinter at rawinter@episd.org, and set it up, and we can have a conference some other day, some other time, whatever is convenient. So that's what you need to do there. Couple other things about the conferences. The school is asking that you have like a sign-in. So that's where this link is. I put it here. It's EPHS School Sign-In for Parent-Teacher Conference. So you click on that link, conference sign-in, and it'll take you to this. I don't know if it's a Google form or whatever it is, but it'll ask you for your name first and last, the student's name first and last, the grade level, grade 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever the case may be. Your email, so that, if I need to contact you, something that's good, a good way for me to reach you. And then also put my name, Winter, Mr. Winter, if you wish, for who you're currently meeting with. That way they kind of know, they can keep track out of what, where the students are going and what teachers are making contact with and stuff of that nature. So that is another thing. Whoops, hold that thought. Let me go back to the parent folder. Here I did post the course syllabus. If you have questions about the course and stuff, again, I don't want to make an hour-long video, but it'll talk to you about some of the basic information for the course, the grading, the what's expected, things of that nature. The college grading system is a little different, other than the percentages for like what a homework is, what an exam and stuff is. 60% on the college end is a D. It is considered passing. My hope is you're more up here in the AB range, but you get what you get here, what the child earns. That's basically because the material that they're studying is going to be a lot harder than what they've had in the past. It is a college level course. They can earn college credit, so that does weigh into their decisions onto the grading for the course. They will not receive a numerical grade for the course. It's A, B, C, D, F, whatever. Hopefully, again, it's the other. It talks about the units we have, what information is covered. So basically, any info you might want to know about the course is contained in that syllabus. If you desire further information, again, feel free to contact me. Here's what your child's folders look like. I'm going to go dig right into week 6. What I usually put in here, actually I always put in here, is like a weekly schedule, so they know, okay, when are we meeting, what time, what assignments are due, what do we have. So this is for this week. I do put in my meeting code and my passcode for whatever meetings we're going to have. Monday and Tuesday, periods 1 and 4 and 5 and 7. There's no meeting. They're taking their test, and that's available. I'll show you where that stuff is in their folders. Wednesday is, a lot of kids are going to be taking the SAT. We've been asked to make sure we prepare for the conferences. So I will not be meeting with your sons and daughters on Wednesday. They do have an online assignment they can be working on. It's just to kind of strengthen their skills. And typically, this is what I mean by that lab component that's 14%. Typically, I make those due at Sunday at midnight. It's pretty much standard. That way, I don't make it due this time one day, that time another day, or 1 week. So it's pretty standard. And, my hope is that they get it done during the week and they don't have to, spend their weekend doing it. But I just keep that 1 day for those that did not finish during the week or during class. Thursday, we are meeting with a Zoom. I'm going to go over the lesson for complex numbers. We are starting our second unit on polynomials and such like that. So that's typically what that looks like. assignments. You know, they had their test today, so on Friday, here's going to be their assignment for that lesson 1 in the polynomial deal. Their exam, again, all you're going to see is the link to it. If I were to click on it right now, it is not active because I am only opening it during class. So, but during class, it will definitely be open for them to do. And a lot of times I do like to do what's called flipped instruction, meaning I'll give a video to where the kids can watch a lesson and I can give them the basics so that we actually meet in class. We can actually, you know, go over what questions they have. So like here in week 5, I actually did make a lesson on inverse functions and such. And so it's posted on my YouTube page and it's pretty easy to follow. It explains the stuff pretty well so that when they do come to class, we can focus pretty much on me trying to find out what they know, what they're good at, and what they want and what they need to get better at. So I'm not going to bore you with much more. That's basically the course. Again, if you wish to contact me in a conference so we can talk face-to-face, please go ahead and schedule that. And if 5 minutes isn't enough, email me and we'll set up something else. Have a good evening. Bye.